So, right now, let's pick out the slope, and then I want to know what does the slope mean in context. Okay, I know you know that it means rise over run. And then which one's the y-intercept, and what does that mean? Okay, so pick one. Pick a number, 15 or 20, and tell me which one it is. What do you think? So if we go back from yesterday, we said that the y-intercept was not just where the line crossed the x-axis, but was the initial or the starting value. If I told you that, which one would be that then, Christy? 15, because isn't 15 how many vitamins are in the store currently, right now, beginning, the starting value. All right, so I'm going to write the y-intercept is 15, and the meaning is that is the initial or the starting value of vitamin. Okay. So basically what's happening is you have 15 bottles in the store, and every time a shipment comes in, how many more do you get? 20, because there's 20 in each box, right? Okay, so the slope is 20, and what does it mean? 20 more bottles each shipment, or each box. Alright, so if we were writing y equals mx plus b, then what could we write? (20x plus 15), where 15 is the initial number of bottles and 20 is the slope. Okay, so let's talk about how we graph things. Now we don't just write x and y, we should write what these things are. So let's do 1, 2, 3. These go up to 5. And this is the number of boxes. Okay. And on the y-axis would be the bottles of vitamins. Alright, so let's talk about picking an appropriate scale. First of all, sometimes when it starts with a super huge number, not like 15, like a million or something like that, have you ever seen a break in the graph? You may use a break in the graph on the y-axis only, okay? Not here, because 15 isn't all that high. How about, can we pick a scale of 5s? Are you all okay with that, if I just went up by 5? Right, so I'm going to do pretty small, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You can put them all in if you want. Okay. All right. So, what should we do? Where should we start? What do you think, Caitlin? Yep, so we're going to put the y-intercept, which is 15. So 0.15, I'm going to even label it. I'll draw a little arrow there. That's 0.15. Okay. Now every time I go over 1, I should go up how much? What's the rise over the run? Up 20. But to go up 20, I have to count by, what's my scale again? 5. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go up 20 over 1. 5, 10, 15, 20. Doesn't that put me at 35? Over 1. Okay, so now I have the point 135. Let's do it again. 5, 10, 15, 20 over 1. Now I'm at 55, right? And we'll just do one more. 5, 10, 15, 20 over 1. Okay. So if we wanted to put some points on here, we said this would be the point 135, 255, 375. Alrighty. Now, let's assume that I am only getting full boxes. Okay, they're not shipping half of a box or whatever. Should I leave these unconnected or should I connect them? I should or should not. But let's say I said manufacturer's only shipping full boxes. You're not going to connect them. And also, can you have half of a vitamin? No. I mean, can you? Yes, but are they? Okay. So we're going to leave these as dots, okay? And we call that discrete. Remember that? Discrete is dots. Continuous is when they're connected. All right. Questions so far on how that works? Then, let's take a look at this one. This one is, a graph is given to you. Now I want you to figure out those things, okay? Students in the 9th grade class drew the following graph to represent how much money would be in the class fund after selling sets of photos of this year's activity. All right. Oh, this is kind of hard to see. Does that look like 40 to you? Like it's at a 40? And that's like an 80, right? Okay. So, let's see. Ooh, that's a bad scale. It looks to me maybe like that. If this is 30, like maybe that's 25? 55, 70. Boo, I don't like that. Here, I'm going to put some points on here for you, okay? I'm going to tell you that's 25. And this is 40. Are you putting those in? And this is 55 high. This is 70. I don't know if this is, I think this is 85 high. And this is 100, okay? Would you put those values in there? Because it is very hard to tell without a tick mark in between. Okay. So, where does the graph start then? According to what I told you. 0, 25. Okay. What does that mean for the situation? You're right. Okay, so they have not sold any photos. How much do they already have in their class fund? No? $25. So they have sold no photos. That just means their fund starts with $25. Okay. Now that I gave you those points, every time I went over 1, how much are these numbers going up by? Can you tell? 15. So, Clay, the slope would be 15. $15 per what? So, doesn't that tell us how much we're selling the photos for then? $15 a set. Okay. All right. So, I don't ask you to do this, but wouldn't the equation for this be y equals 15x plus 25? All right, let's say this graph had the same slope of $15, but had a y-intercept of 40 instead. What would that mean? If the graph had the same slope, but a y-intercept of 40, what could you conclude about the problem? Like, what's going on then in that situation, Clay?
The fund would start with $40?
Yeah. The fund would have started with $40. So I'll say the fund would have $40 initially. Okay. Okay, if the graph had a slope of 12.5, what would that have meant then? Good. Instead of each costing $15, that would mean each set would cost $12.50. Okay. Looking at the graph, does that look discrete or continuous? Discrete. Why? Well, what tells you it's discrete from looking at it? Caitlin?
You can't tell photos.
That's true, yeah. Hello? I do. Okay. Bye. You're right. Discrete. Do you see the dots are not connected? And that's how I choose. If they were connected, I would say continuous. But you're right, Caitlin. The reason why is they aren't selling fractions or decimals of a set of photos. Okay.